You know, some people swear you can feed a whole family from a quarter-acre garden. Sounds amazing. Fresh produce all year, right from your own backyard. But is that really possible? Or is that just another homesteading internet dream that falls apart in the real world? With food costs going through the roof and supply chains a little shaky, the idea sure is tempting. But there's a big difference between growing a few tomatoes and producing enough calories to truly live on. Let's be honest, a quarter-acre sounds huge until you start planting. Potatoes, they'll eat a bunch of room. Corn, fantastic for calories, but it hogs up a lot of space. And let's face it, you can't live on lettuce and zucchini alone. A healthy adult needs about 2,000 calories a day. For a family of 4, that's nearly 3 million calories a year. But you can hit those numbers with high-calorie crops like potatoes, sweet potatoes, winter squash, beans, corn, etc. But there's the kicker. You're not going to just eat those things. Different crops have different space requirements, and yields depend on weather, soil, pests, and basically how much time you have to put in the garden. A quarter acre is 10,800 square feet. Sounds big until you start dividing it up. Paths, compost areas, structures all take space. And perennials like fruit trees need permanent spots and take years to produce. Crop rotation means some beds will sit empty, or at a minimum, get cover crops. But here's the big one. Unless you live in a mild climate and grow year-round or have greenhouses, you're going to need to learn to preserve a huge portion of your harvest. That means basically teaching yourself or learning on the internet how to can, dehydrate, freeze dry, or freeze everything you need to get you through the winter. Look, let's talk about crop selection. Calories mean everything. If you're serious, focus on the staples. Potatoes, beans, squash, that kind of thing. They all have high yield and long storage. And let's face it, long storage is your best friend. If you grow enough in the summer, you'll have to know how to store it. Canning, dehydrating, freeze drying, so on and so forth. This is not a set it and forget it kind of project. Expect to be out there each and every day during the peak season. Watering, pest control, weeding, and harvesting. But what about your protein? Unless you're producing your own eggs, milk, or meat, you're going to need a source of protein from somewhere else. From my experience, you can feed a family from a quarter acre, but it takes a lot more work than most internet videos show. Plan your layout. Grow what your family actually eats. Be ready to supplement from local producers in bad years, and trust me, you will have bad years. One thing we do here is we grow extra of certain crops. We preserve them, and the next year we don't even have to grow them, which gives us extra space in the garden where we can plant something else. If your goal is total self-reliance on a quarter acre, you'll have to be strategic. But if your goal is to cut your grocery bill and eat better, you can absolutely do that and do it pretty doggone well. So, can a quarter acre garden really feed your family? Well, yeah, if you're dedicated, skilled, and ready to put in the time. But for most people, it is not a magic bullet. If you've tried it, I'd sure love to hear how it went. Drop me a comment below, and trust me, I read every one. If this video was helpful, hit the like, subscribe, and notify buttons. And until next time, I'll see you down at the farm.